calling you radical. Cubs win, Cubs win, Cubs win, Cubs win. It's one incredible historic day. I can't tell you how emotional and how happy I am. I want to say thank you to all the activists that have been fighting this for decades and decades and decades. Clear from the first day, not just Diablo. I mean, Donna, the old great, she calls me Lass Hagen, she's in her 90s, she's been fighting this, the nuclear-free California, for as long as I can remember, since I was a little boy. I can't tell you what a major day this is, major day. Diablo Canyon's freaking closing. You know, I got a, you know, as I announced this a month ago, I got breaking news, you know, I've got a tip that Diablo's going to close, and the reason is I knew that is because they filed the paperwork with the decommissioning board through the NRC, and it got leaked to me, but I know that's the first step. But California's producing so much solar, and I want to say this to California. I know I go off on you, tough love or whatever, but I've always known it was going to be here in California, and I know California is the best actor in the world, and I know that when it comes right down to it, it will happen here, and I want to say this to the California and the solar initiative and what they've been done with solar in California is beyond historic. It's been such a huge success, and one of the greatest successes in human history has been the California switching to solar. They're switching so much solar, they're producing so much solar, they have nowhere to put it. You know, of course the grid block, you know, Diablo makes up 9% of the grid. You know, they told us 20% of the grid was made up by Diablo and San Rafael, all this kind of, just lie. So we got to deal with this. You know, the waste disposal. So we'll be in, you know, Capistrano tomorrow. I'm so excited that I'm here. And, you know, my phone's been ringing off the hook. Activists around the world, around the country have been calling. I mean, people are calling, they're crying. That's how emotional they are. I don't know if people understand what a major day is. I announced that day we're going to hit the beach, when San Rafael closed D-Day. When I was at that hearing in San Clemente on 2/12/2013, full of leukemia. We went over and shot those videos inside the reactor. Johnny Red, I snuck in, exposed the union workers, everything. And I told her, I says, I was dying of leukemia. And I told her, I says, I had something come over me in that hearing. I've never had that come over. I said, they will never reopen San Rafael and Diablo's next. She says, how do you know that? I says, I know it. It filled in my bones. I says, I just know it. I mean, I just knew it. I knew it. I never had a feeling like that. That's when I knew that I would live. Because I think everybody thought I would die with that cancer. And so we'll all live. You know, this is a major accomplishment. And I can't tell you how emotional and how proud I am of the California activists. Michael Gary, Donna Young, Donna Gilmore, Ace Stone, Ace Hoffman, Gene Stone, you know, Gary, you know, all these people. Thank you, even the San Diego media, LA media, finally getting on this. I'm talking, you know, like not on the beach. You know, we're going to get it off the beach, and you know, it just shows you what a small root grassroots activism, this lonely lifetime hard battle. I've been fighting this since I was 8 years old. I mean, my first memories are fighting San Rafael and then of course Diablo. You know, as I was with the monk and we marched, we talked about it today, my long walk along the sea. And I was so emotional with the monk getting there. You know, I want to say this first, not first, foremost. Two Mothers for Peace. Two Mothers for Peace, who I consider the greatest activists in my lifetime. Those women are grand. Linda, you know, Jane, all of them, every one of them who I've come to absolutely, you don't know the respect and the love I have for those women. And I want to say this to Linda and Jane. As I was at Diablo Canyon on Valentine's Day, I did my Blue Hearts on Valentine's Day, and the hearing was there. Jane and I were the only ones there. And so, really emotional. So, Cubs win, Cubs win, Cubs win. You know, and it's not going to take jobs, it will add jobs. The decommission is going to take a lot of effort, a lot of money. And we got to get the waste off there. And so you people think it'll add jobs. All it does is kill. And we should be able to say one thing as nuclear activists across the world. All anti-nuclear should be able to just have to say, well, you stand up in a hearing, you show up to anything, all you have to say, you don't have to be no nuclear fish, you don't have to have a lifetime. All you need to say to all activists, you just stand up and say, Fukushima, Fukushima, Fukushima. So, out on the beach, see you tomorrow at Capistrano. Very exciting. I can't tell how emotional. I'm going to celebrate. I think I'll cork some champagne. You know, and I can't tell you how emotional I am. What a major event. Thank you to everybody. Stand tuned.